Today, I'd like to pause and just give you a little bit of a roadmap as to where we've come from so far and where I'm planning to go with all of this. I know sometimes it's helpful to get a little context in where we are in the process. So where we've come from so far is we focused on a number of different financial frustrations that small business and especially incorporated small business owners face. So what are these frustrations? That's step one. Let's figure out exactly what all of these frustrations are. We've come up with about 12. There's probably another 5 to 10 left. We'll probably cover another 5 or so. So what are the frustrations? And then we can start to look at ways that people actually experience these frustrations. How do they manifest in somebody's life? How do they manifest in somebody's business? And then once we've done that, then we can maybe think of some ways that we can talk about these problems, these frustrations, and how we can overcome them. So we'll have to do that in a bit of a delicate manner, just because I don't want to give somebody some general financial advice that really isn't applicable to them, and they end up kind of doing the wrong thing for themselves. So we're going to have to think clearly about a way to manage everybody's frustrations and issues in a way that gives them specific information that they can move ahead with, or at least think about for themselves so that they can start solving some of their issues. So these are the issues that we've covered so far, or the frustrations. Low interest rates, eroding savings, living paycheck to paycheck, or invoice to invoice, volatile assets causing trouble, applying for credit when we're desperate, high income years attracting high tax, variable income causing financial strain, high taxes on passive income, inflation destroying my long-term wealth, no capital for amazing opportunities, confused whether to take money out of the corporation, confused about how to take advantage of tax plans like estate freezes. So there's a lot of plans out there. Do we really take advantage of them when we put them in place? So these are all some frustrations that we've covered so far. Again, there's about 5 more that I want to go over, but really I just want to identify these first, then look at how they fit into a person's life, a person's business, and then maybe start the discussion about how we can work through some of these issues. So with these issues, what kind of effect does that have on us? What does that mean for us? Well, for a lot of us, it means that we end up being confused. And we end up being confused because there's a lot of things going on for us. A lot of different factors coming together that cause this great challenge or these frustrations for us. There's high taxes, there's high inflation, there's earning low interest rates on the money that we put away, and there's paying high interest rates and high fees on the money that we borrow. So, and there's also variable income, which we've talked about a little bit in the past. All these things come together to cause us a lot of frustration and to pose a challenge for us in moving our businesses forward. And then, as a result of this confusion, we end up getting disorganized. And because we're disorganized, it means that we can't take advantage of certain opportunities that come around. Many of us, we are faced with a lot of good opportunities in our business for investment or new ventures that we can get involved in. That can be difficult when we're disorganized and confused. And the other thing is, when we're confused, when we're disorganized, we don't really put in all the steps, or we don't really take all the actions that we need to make sure that our business is not going to end up in some kind of financial crisis, or financially our lives are not going to end up in some kind of financial crisis. So we want to get clear on these things. We want to clear up the confusion, and we want to get organized. We want some kind of plan that we can implement so that we're moving ahead every day with our financial plan, with our financial situation. So that's what we've done. That's where I'm planning to go with all of this. Again, I'm always interested in what you guys have to say. So if there's some frustrations that you're feeling with your business, financial frustrations, please jot them down in the comments or contact me. We can discuss it. And as we move along, I'm always interested in what kind of participation you guys might be interested in, whether you want some kind of one-on-one or webinar or something where people can get more involved and ask questions as we go. Thanks a lot and have a good weekend.